Imagine walking into a dealership, and the salesperson tries to steer you toward a $50,000 truck you do not need. Meanwhile, sitting right outside in the used lot, there is a Japanese SUV with under 100,000 kilometers, a clean Carfax, and a price tag that makes you think something must be wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with it. Canadians just do not know about it. And that is exactly the problem we are fixing today. See, the Canadian used car market has some serious blind spots. Buyers flock to the same 3 or 4 models every single time. The RAV4, the CR-V, the Rogue. And because everyone wants those, the prices get driven up to near new territory. You end up paying $32,000 for a 6-year-old crossover with scratches on the bumper. But what if I told you there are Japanese SUVs out there right now, sitting on lots across Ontario, Alberta, and BC, going for $12,000, $14,000, maybe $16,000? Vehicles with bulletproof engines, legendary reliability records, and the kind of build quality that most domestic brands stopped caring about 20 years ago. We spent weeks going through real sales data, owner forums, mechanic reports, and Canadian market listings to build this list. These are not obscure garbage vehicles that nobody wants for good reason. These are genuinely underrated machines that got overlooked for the wrong reasons. We are counting down from number 7 all the way to number 1. And by the time we get to the top of this list, you might seriously reconsider what you thought you knew about buying a used SUV in Canada. Let's get into it. Number 7. The 2016 to 2019 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. Most Canadians hear the word Mitsubishi and immediately think of that one friend who bought a Lancer in 2009 and complained about it for 3 years. Fair. But this is not that story. The Outlander PHEV is a plug-in hybrid SUV, and it is genuinely one of the most misunderstood vehicles in the Canadian market right now. You can find clean examples of this thing for $14,000 to $17,000. And here's the kicker. It has an all-wheel drive system that Mitsubishi developed specifically for off-road and winter conditions. It is not the same slapped-on, watered-down AWD you get from most crossovers. This is a dual-motor electric setup with a traditional combustion engine. And in real Canadian winters, it absolutely handles itself. The reason nobody buys it comes down to 2 things. First, Mitsubishi's reputation in Canada has not fully recovered from the mid-2000s era. Second, people see plug-in hybrid and panic. They imagine expensive battery replacements and complicated repairs that no one can figure out. Here's the reality. The battery warranty on these is 8 years or 160,000 kilometers in Canada. Most examples you find in the used market still have warranty coverage left, or they are just barely past it with healthy battery health. Mechanics who have worked on these consistently report that the battery packs hold up surprisingly well in cold climates, partly because Mitsubishi built the thermal management system with exactly this kind of weather in mind. The downside? Electric-only range is modest. You are looking at maybe 40 to 50 kilometers on a full charge, which is not going to replace a dedicated EV. But if you charge it every night and your commute is reasonable, you can go weeks without touching a gas station. The combined fuel efficiency when the battery is depleted is still around 8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is perfectly acceptable for a vehicle this size. At $14,000, you are getting a capable all-wheel drive SUV with a fuel-sipping drivetrain and legitimate off-road credentials. Canadians are sleeping on this one hard, but if you think that is underrated, wait until you see what is coming next on this list. Number 6. The 2014 to 2018 Mazda CX-5. The CX-5 is the one that genuinely baffles automotive journalists. This is a 3-row SUV, 7 seats, a turbocharged engine, a driving experience that makes other family SUVs feel like shopping carts. And you can find second-generation examples of this vehicle in Canada for $16,000 to $20,000. Let that sink in for a second. A 7-seat Japanese SUV with a turbo engine, premium interior materials, and one of the best infotainment systems in its class, for less than what some people are paying for a 10-year-old Honda Pilot. The CX-5 got overlooked in Canada for a reason that is almost insulting. Canadians in the 3-row segment are basically loyal to 2 brands, the Toyota Highlander and the Ford Explorer. That is it. Mazda came in with a legitimately better product in several measurable ways and got ignored because the badge on the grille did not say Toyota or Ford. The 2016 and newer second-generation CX-5 uses a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, making 250 horsepower. Now, when you hear 4-cylinder in a 7-seater, you might cringe, but this engine is one of the smoothest and most responsive turbocharged units ever put in a family vehicle. It does not feel like a compromise. It genuinely feels like a choice. Mechanics love these. The reliability record is strong. Common issues are minor, things like infotainment software glitches, or the occasional water pump on higher mileage examples. The all-wheel drive system is Mazda's iActive setup, and it is genuinely one of the better AWD systems in the segment for Canadian winter driving. The one real catch? Fuel economy. The Turbo 4 works hard in this heavier vehicle, and if you are not driving efficiently, you will see 11 or 12 liters per 100 kilometers in city driving. That is the honest downside. But for a family that needs 3 rows and does not want to spend $30,000 on a used Highlander, the CX-9 is one of the best deals in Canada right now. And speaking of deals that Canadians refuse to take advantage of, the next car on this list might actually make you angry. Number 5. The 2015 to 2020 Toyota Venza. Now, before you say anything, yes, we know Toyota brought the Venza back for 2021, but we are talking about the first generation, the one that ran from 2009 to 2015, and specifically the later examples from 2013 to 2015 that you can find right now for $10,000 to $14,000. The Venza was Toyota's answer to a question nobody thought to ask at the time. What if we built a crossover that had the cargo space of a wagon, the ride height of an SUV, and the comfort of a luxury sedan? The result was a vehicle that was genuinely excellent at everything and somehow became one of the least popular Toyotas ever sold in Canada. Why did it fail commercially? Partly because it sat in an awkward spot between segments. It was not quite a car-based crossover like the RAV4, and it was not a full 3-row SUV like the Highlander. Canadian buyers did not know what category to put it in, so they just skipped it. Here is what they missed. The V6-equipped Venza, which is the version you want, puts out 268 horsepower from a 3.5-liter engine that Toyota also used in the Camry and Highlander. This is not some experimental power plant. This is one of Toyota's most proven and durable engines ever made. Mechanics have seen these go well past 300,000 kilometers with basic maintenance. The interior is wide, comfortable, and practical in ways that smaller crossovers simply cannot match. The rear glass is massive, visibility is excellent, and the cargo area is genuinely useful. This is a vehicle built for Canadian roads, Canadian weather, and Canadian practicality. At $12,000, you are getting Toyota reliability with a V6 engine, AWD, and a comfortable driving experience. The only real downside is that some parts specific to the Venza body can be harder to source, since it was not a high-volume vehicle. But the mechanical components are shared with half of Toyota's lineup, so actual repair costs are very reasonable. This is one of the most practical vehicles on this entire list, and yet the next entry beats it for sheer value, and the reason why is a little shocking. Number 4. The 2013 to 2019 Toyota RAV4 EV, and why regular RAV4s are overpriced. Alright, slight pivot here. We need to talk about something that affects every single used car buyer in Canada right now. The regular RAV4 is priced insane. A 2018 RAV4 with 150,000 kilometers is selling for over $22,000 in some markets right now. That is not a deal. That is demand inflation driven by brand loyalty. And it is hurting Canadian buyers who simply want reliable transportation. So what do? You look at what Toyota made that carries the same mechanical DNA, but gets ignored because of a slightly different name or body style. Enter the 2013 to 2016 Venza we just discussed, but also, and this is important, enter the 4th generation RAV4 from 2013 to 2018, specifically the hybrid version that launched in 2016. The RAV4 hybrid from that era gets ignored because buyers assume hybrids are complicated and expensive to repair. They are not. Toyota's hybrid system from this generation is extraordinarily well documented, widely serviced, and remarkably durable. A 2016 or 2017 RAV4 hybrid in Canada right now can be found for $18,000 to $22,000. That sounds like a lot until you compare it to a non-hybrid RAV4 of the same year going for nearly the same price. The hybrid gives you better fuel economy, faster acceleration, and Toyota's electric AWD system, which adds rear-wheel traction without a traditional mechanical drive shaft. Mechanics who specialize in Toyota hybrids say the battery packs in these vehicles are built to last. Real-world reports consistently show them lasting well past 200,000 kilometers with no significant battery degradation. The system does not need exotic maintenance. It just needs standard Toyota servicing. If you are one of those people who has been chasing a used RAV4 and losing to cash buyers at every turn, The hybrid version is sitting right there at a similar price point with better technology and lower long-term fuel costs. The only downside? Winter charging behavior can reduce fuel efficiency slightly, which is true of any hybrid. But in summer and shoulder seasons, these are genuinely impressive commuter vehicles. And yet, as smart as that pick is, what is coming at number 3 is even more of an overlooked powerhouse. Number 3, the 2014 to 2021 Subaru Forester XT turbocharged. Most people know the Forester. It is Subaru's bread and butter SUV, and it sells reasonably well in Canada, especially in British Columbia and Alberta, where all-wheel drive is not optional. It is survival. But here is what most buyers miss. There is a turbocharged version of the Forester that has been sitting in the market like a forgotten gem for years. The Forester XT uses a 2.0-liter turbocharged boxer engine, making 250 horsepower. Same all-wheel drive system as the standard Forester. Same high roofline and ridiculous visibility that Subaru is famous for, but with power that makes it feel genuinely fast in everyday driving. 0 to 100 in under 7 seconds from a Subaru Forester. Most people have no idea this thing exists. And because most people do not know it exists, the pricing reflects that. You can find clean examples of the 2014 to 2018 Forester XT for $14,000 to $18,000 in Canada right now. That is less than what most people are paying for a base, naturally aspirated Forester. Now, here's the honest part. The turbocharged engine does require premium fuel. In Canada, that adds maybe $15 to $20 per fill-up compared to running regular. And Subaru's turbocharged engines from this era do need consistent oil changes on schedule. Skip an oil change on a turbocharged boxer, and you will have problems. Stay on top of it, and the engine is extremely durable. Head gaskets, which were the notorious Subaru issue of the early 2000s, are much less of a concern on this generation. The 2.0-liter turbo uses a different block than the older 2.5-liter engines that had widespread head gasket failures. Most mechanics who work on these regularly confirm that the XT engine, when properly maintained, is one of the stronger Subaru units. For a buyer who wants real AWD capability, real power, and the safety ratings that Subaru consistently earns, the Forester XT at this price point is a nearly perfect choice. But the next two entries are where this list gets really serious. And number 2 might genuinely change the way you think about buying a used SUV in Canada. Number 2. The 2016 to 2022 Honda Pilot. If you are gasping right now, stay with us. The Honda Pilot is not obscure. Everyone knows what it is. But in Canada, it is dramatically undervalued compared to the Toyota Highlander, which is its direct competitor, and that gap creates a real buying opportunity that most people walk right past. Here is the data. A 2018 Toyota Highlander in Canada averages around $30,000 to $34,000 in the used market right now. A 2018 Honda Pilot with comparable mileage and trim level, $24,000 to $27,000. That is $6,000 to $7,000 less for a vehicle that offers more cargo space, a larger interior, and by most independent reliability metrics, a comparably strong ownership record. The third-generation Pilot, which launched in 2016, was a genuine improvement over its predecessors. The 3.5-liter V6 is one of Honda's most proven engines. 280 horsepower, smooth delivery, and with proper maintenance, these engines routinely cross the 250,000-kilometer mark without significant issues. The cabin is genuinely spacious. The third row is actually usable by adults for short trips, which is not something you can say about every 3-row crossover. The cargo area behind the third row is generous. And the 9-speed automatic transmission, while it had some early criticism for being slightly hesitant in city driving, improved significantly with software updates and later production runs. So why is the Pilot undervalued in Canada? Brand loyalty, pure and simple. Canadian buyers in the 3-row segment have decided that Toyota wins that category permanently, regardless of what the data says. Honda has never quite managed to shake the perception gap, despite building a product that competes directly and wins in several real-world categories. If you need a 3-row SUV and you are working with a budget, passing on a clean 2018 or 2019 Pilot to chase an overpriced Highlander is one of the more expensive mistakes you can make in the Canadian used car market right now. But it is not the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake involves a vehicle that is somehow even more underrated than everything we have discussed today. Number 1. The 2014 to 2020 Mazda CX-5. This is the one. This is the vehicle that automotive journalists, mechanics, and used car experts consistently point to when they talk about value in the Canadian market, and yet it still sells for dramatically less than the RAV4 and CR-V in comparable configurations. Let us be completely direct about what the CX-5 is. It is a compact crossover SUV with one of the most refined driving experiences in the entire segment. It uses Mazda's Skyactiv engine technology, which, in the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated form, makes 187 horsepower and achieves fuel economy that genuinely beats most competitors. In highway driving, properly driven CX-5s regularly return 8 liters per 100 kilometers or better. The interior quality is legitimately impressive. From the 2017 model year onward, the CX-5 got a significant refresh that brought premium materials, a quieter cabin, and one of the best infotainment systems in the non-luxury segment. Auto journalists consistently called it a near-luxury product at a mainstream price. Nothing about that has changed in the used market. It still looks upscale. It still feels upscale, and it is still being sold for far less than it deserves. A 2018 or 2019 CX-5 inches Canada right now. Grand Touring or GT trim with AWD and under 120,000 kilometers is going for $20,000 to $24,000. A comparable 2018 RAV4 in a mid-level trim is going for $23,000 to $27,000. You are paying more for the Toyota, despite the CX-5 offering a more engaging driving experience, more premium interior execution, and in several independent reliability surveys, a nearly identical long-term ownership record. Mechanics who see these regularly report remarkably clean engine compartments, minimal oil consumption, and very few chronic issues. The most common complaints on the CX-5 are road noise in certain trims, which Mazda addressed in later model years, and the fact that the cargo area is slightly smaller than the RAV4s. That is the complete list of serious complaints. It is a short list. The turbocharged version, which arrived as the CX-5 signature trim for 2019, takes everything great about this vehicle and adds 250 horsepower and a genuinely exciting driving dynamic. If you find one of those in the used market, you are looking at one of the best value propositions in the entire Canadian used car segment. And yet the RAV4 lot clears out every weekend, and the CX-5 sits there waiting.